Hello, dear friends. Love is a child's smile, a mother's affection, a father's joy, and time spent together as a family. Opinion piece, anxiety, impatience, restlessness, soft landing, future wealth, test of passions. We are winning, wealth transfer, major activation, hectic November, financial freedom, tomorrow's world, dynamic transition, start living your life, 6 years of profits, stellar activation cycle. We are being prepared, preparing the new system, financial system turnaround. Let's start. We have gazed at the portal of redemption for so long that our third eye has dried up, according to Nordica. But such a great wealth doesn't usually just fall from the sky. It accumulates layer upon layer, timeline upon timeline, with encryption so strict it would make a Pleiadian weep. And while the system loads gently, like a sacred download, we are asked to understand that what this wealth means. The word anxiety recalls Nat King Cole's old song from 1959, a bolero classic. It expressed feelings of longing and melancholy related to separation from a loved one. The song was composed 4 years earlier by the Venezuelan José Enrique Saravia. Impatience is a restlessness caused by something not arriving, an emotional state of agitation or discomfort in the face of waiting or delay. The world didn't test your patience with 6 years of YouTube profits just so you'd buy a bunker. When the moment of truth arrives, you will be able to lead, build, consolidate, love, and contribute to causes that truly matter. Nordica explains that the great financial and frequency shift that is occurring is not just a simple transfer of wealth, but an energetic and spiritual upgrade unfolding in layers, with great intention and protection. This transition is a handing over of tools and keys to a new infrastructure of reality, where true value lies in the individual aligned with source, and not simply in material money. Transfer. The transfer of wealth is a frequency upgrade with supporting documentation. It's not so much an exchange of money, but rather an energy returning aligned with source, a karmic detachment from the flow after centuries of holding, control, and dark witchcraft disguised as economic policy. This transfer of wealth consists of returning the tools to those who have done the work, seen the matrix, gone through it, and didn't punch anyone on the way out. Don't see it only as a reward. It is much more. They are preparing you. You are receiving the keys to an infrastructure that transforms reality, and the universe observes as if nothing has changed. You are the test case, the prototype. You are the wealth. If you believe the ultimate goal is revaluation, you are lovely. You are the true measure, your nervous system, your mental clarity, your stability when the panic event is triggered. Opportunity. Nordica invites you to understand, or invites us to understand, this emerging wealth as an opportunity to build micro communities, heal animals and lands, develop permaculture, restore water, create art that connects with the human essence and authentically support others. This process is presented as a call to repair and to leave positive legacy on Earth, highlighting those who have sustained the frequency and are being equipped to lead and anchor the new world. In essence, the system is preparing for a major activation for when the ultimate financial and energetic portals open, and those who have worked consciously will be able to guide this new stage with wisdom and purpose. Nautica's call is to see this transition not as a material end, but as an invitation to a shift in frequency and profound personal responsibility, with each human being becoming an energy bank for the new Earth. Projects. What are you actually going to build? Once the charging bar reaches 100% and the screen says quantum funds available, you'll suddenly find yourself staring at the terrifying blank canvas that says, "So, what now?" Here are some inspirations. Building micro-communities, helping animals, healing the earth, funding permaculture, restoring the water supply, creating art that makes people remember who they are, buying some strange healing technology that makes people float and cry tears of joy, paying off your neighbor's mortgage just because you can, and founding a school that teaches real truth and not just how to sit still until retirement. It's about repairing everything and leaving a legacy. You were always the banker. The system is preparing. You have maintained the frequency. You are the vault. You are the energy reservoir of the new Earth. When the financial system is turned upside down, when the portal opens, you will finally say, "I didn't wait. I prepared. And in this process, I became someone capable of carrying out this mission." Future world. The world of tomorrow, according to W.R. Schoch. All tools of fear and slavery will disappear. All deformed and dangerous animals and insects will disappear. Politicians will disappear and be replaced by a higher council. They will receive no compensation for their services. All fictitious maritime courts will be eliminated and replaced by common law, based on equity and justice, not corruption and greed. Your body will be replaced by an avatar of eternal life in the fourth dimension, which will be telepathic and breatharian, with powerful clairvoyant abilities such as telekinesis, extrasensory perception, clairaudience, and the ability to suspend gravity. The artificial sun will be replaced by two opposing suns, thus guaranteeing that there will be no darkness and that you will never need to sleep again. Since you will be able to read everyone's mind, common deception will end. Swindlers and con artists will cease to exist. Psychological manipulation will disappear. Your IQ will increase from 6% to 100%, 17 times sharper, and you will no longer need calculators. Your direct connection with your all-knowing higher self will be restored. Every tree, plant, stone, animal, butterfly, leaf, and object, like cereal boxes, chairs, lamps, forks, and spoons, will be able to speak to you freely if you so desire. You will have direct access to the Akashic records as your personal library in them you will find the documents of everything created in your dimension. You will perceive the scent of the ocean or the pine trees in the background, and the images will seem real. You will have free and unlimited energy, a fully controlled weather, and all your needs will be automatically met. Free because money will not exist. If your village desires an important commodity, such as a time machine, you will arrange a trade with a company that produces them. There will be stockades in every village, so you won't have to travel to go anywhere in the world. This is instant teleportation. Levitating vehicles will be ubiquitous and free to use. All sports that pit one human against another one will be eliminated and replaced with athletic exhibitions. There will be no comparison or contempt for any other being. Children will receive an education in all known fields of interest for 100 years before entering their chosen profession to contribute to community service. Work will be voluntary. If you want to travel for 100 years, go ahead. Illness will be a thing of the past. Your avatar will enjoy perfect health at all times. If you suffer any injury, it will heal immediately, either naturally or in a holographic medical bed, within minutes or hours. All parts of your body can be replaced if lost. The world to come is nothing like a prison you have known as your reality for approximately the last 500,000 lifetimes. You are a fractal of the primordial creator and will never die. Only your hologram can cease to manifest. You have never lost a loved one or a pet. They are all well, and you will see them again. Be brave. Share the truth about the tools of slavery your captors have used against you, and awaken the world so this stellar activation cycle can be completed and you can begin to live your life anew, where honor and grace come first. Economy. According to General Flynn, the quantum financial system just dismantled 57 banks in 72 hours. These weren't bankruptcies, but confiscations. Executives are disappearing. Servers are being whipped. Assets are being frozen. Gisara is no longer a theory. It's being enforced. Gisara is not military law. It's now military law. Starlink isn't a technology brand. It's a weapons network. It tracks, pinpoints, and neutralizes enemy positions. All attempts against her have failed. Missiles, drones, frequency weapons, all intercepted and destroyed. This is the final phase. We are at war, and we are winning. Nothing can stop what is coming. Hold the line. The coming days will shake the world. The storm has begun. Peace negotiations are inseparable from the destruction of the financial system, according to seeds of wisdom. If they succeed, we could see a world where conflicts are resolved to enable trade, alliances are formed to support financial infrastructure, and monetary systems are restructured with digital assets, gold reserves, and programmable money aligned across borders. There are two possible scenarios: a soft landing where everything stabilizes without major damage, or a hard reset that would involve financial crisis, banking collapse, and severe recession. The world is in a bubble where multiple assets are at all-time highs, but with signs of instability and risk of collapse. Many assets are inflated due to the excessive liquidity generated by the massive money printing during the pandemic and expansionary monetary policies. The simultaneous rise in prices for stocks, real estate, precious metals, cryptocurrencies, and national debt indicates that these are not isolated bubbles, but rather interconnected ones. Reform. According to Dalbo 77, the QFS is a revolutionary financial platform that uses quantum computing and artificial intelligence to enable unprecedented security, instant transactions, and transparency, with the goal of eliminating corruption and centralized control in global finance. GSARA is a legislative reform that advocates significant economic changes, including debt forgiveness, the abolition of income tax, replaced by a sales tax, a return to a currency backed by gold and silver, and large-scale wealth redistribution programs. It proposes dismantling the current fiat money system, cancelling unjust debts, and introducing equity and abundance through a transparent asset-backed monetary system integrated with advanced technology. It includes the release of prosperity funds, new humanitarian technologies, and the realignment of economic systems with principles of higher consciousness as part of a broader spiritual and social awakening. In short, the GSARA concept describes a planned systemic restructuring of the financial and economic order, supported by advanced technology and spiritual ideas. This paints a picture of a world in dynamic transition that affects all facets of life, from planetary events to financial freedom and the evolution of consciousness. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.